It's universally understood that parents should provide care and love. But what if I told you that some parents fail to do this, and even worse, resort to abuse or kill them? Today we are going to dig in deep too, unlock some dark truths. Make sure to like and subscribe to have Safe Parents. The first clip is going to be about their teen, kids who weren't looked after well.
Parents that we're mentioning in this slideshow are probably one of the worst parents you'll ever have heard of. This slideshow starts off with an image showing the parents, David and Louise Turpin, David and Louise's entire family consisting of 13 children.
13 kids is a stretch.
And photos of the home that they and their children lived in. David and Louise got married in 1985 when David was 23 years old and Louise was only 16. And because of their religion, they believed that they needed to bring as many children into the world as possible, so they got to work and had 13 kids. However, despite the fact the family looked happy from the outside, this could not be further from the truth. For years, David and Louise would falsely imprison the children in their rooms, performing a variety of different horrendous acts, only ever allowed them to eat once a day and bathe once a year.
This is really heartbreaking. I feel so bad for those kids. Eating once a day and bathing once a year is absolutely diabolical. I hope somebody saves them immediately.
Eventually, on January 14th, 2018, a 17-year-old daughter of theirs ended up escaping, calling the police, and they were caught.
Thank God.
They received 25 years to life. This case really goes to show that even though things might look okay from the outside, sometimes they're not.
I am really happy that they got caught, but it would have been better if they got caught way earlier and got more years in prison. Those kids are never going to forget what their parents did to them. I wonder what they are doing now. The next clip you are about to watch is a stepmother who purposely suffocated his son by sitting on him. This is already awful enough to talk about. Let's watch a clip to explain more of this tragedy.
On her adoptive son, crushing him to death to stop him from calling his caseworker and the police. Trigger warning. Dakota Stevens was a sweet little boy who had a rough start from day one. When he was just a little boy, CPS took him away from his biological parents and deemed them unfit and claimed that they were not properly taking care of him. Dakota bounced between foster homes until he landed in the home of Jennifer Lee Wilson and her husband. The pair were foster parents who were looking to adopt several children. On April 25th, Dakota ran to a neighbor's house and asked him to call 911 and said that his adoptive mother, Jennifer, had struck him in the face and would not let him call his caseworker, and he was too afraid to go home. Dakota then begged the neighbor to please adopt him or let him stay there because he didn't want to live with Jennifer anymore.
I wish the neighbors adopted him because his life could have been saved.
Within a few minutes, Jennifer arrived at the neighbor's house, and when the neighbor approached her, she told the neighbor to mind their own damn business, and then she put Dakota in the car and they left. The neighbors said they knew Dakota was upset, and he did ask them to call 911, but they didn't call the police because they didn't think he was in any real danger.
The neighbors did a big mistake.
And it's a damn shame because had the neighbors called the police when Dakota begged them to, the police probably could have saved Dakota's life that day. When they got back home, Jennifer got out of the car and demanded Dakota get out too, but he refused and said he wanted to leave, and that was when Jennifer took him out of the car and then sat on his head and chest with all of her body weight. Now, Jennifer weighed over 340 pounds. Dakota only weighed 90. She knew she was a lot stronger and heavier, and this wasn't going to end well. She continued to lay on him even after he lost consciousness, where she then accused him of faking it. Jennifer said she told her daughter to go call 911 when she seen Dakota's eyelids were turning pale. The first responders immediately noticed bruising on Dakota's neck and chest areas, and he didn't have a pulse, so they began life-saving measures and he was rushed to the hospital. Jennifer then lied to first responders and to the police and claimed this had to be an accident or some kind of medical condition. Jennifer made herself look even more guilty as she complained about Dakota's bad behavior that day, and she didn't seem worried about him at all. Doctors did all they could for Dakota, but he died from his injuries 2 days later. Jennifer told the police that she's Dakota's adoptive mother, but I think there's something very fishy going on with this adoption. I think Dakota was forced into this adoption and legally bound to his killer by CPS and the state.
This is so devastating to hear. I hope she gets a life sentence and never comes out of jail. I deeply longed for the neighbors to listen to the boy when he asked them to call 911. He could have been alive as we speak today if they listened to him. I wonder where his biological parents are. And why adopt kids when you are going to abuse them? You could have just stayed on your own. The next clip we are going to watch is probably the worst one ever yet,
one child because her husband's brain cancer was getting her depressed. Now, your husband already doesn't have a lot of time on this earth, and you thought that the best solution you can offer is to eliminate your entire family except for the youngest child?
That is so cruel and absolutely selfish.
The mother, Emily Long, could be seen on TikTok documenting the entire journey of her husband's brain cancer and how it has taken a toll on her. She was clearly not okay. She was not, and instead of seeking the help that she desperately needed, she decided to take matters in her own hands. We still do not know why she spared the youngest child. She eliminated herself before the authorities could get to her. But just imagine the sorrow and the pain that this young child is now going to have to go through. You are the last
My heart hurts for that child.
of your family member. Your mother went on a rampage for seemingly no good reason at all. How could you even recover from this? Genuine prayers for this child, genuine condolences to all the family members. May they all rest in peace, and to Emily Long.
I really hope the deepest, darkest, fiery pit in hell is waiting for you.
I feel so sorry for that young child that was left, and all the pain that she has to go through now. I doubt she will ever recover from this, and she is so young too. I can't believe someone can behave so stupid. I wonder what that kid is doing now. Maybe she is living with someone else. The final clip we are going to watch is a bit short, but is worth listening to.
A mother in Texas opened fire on her neighbor's dog and ended up shooting her son dead. The child is now stable and making a recovery. A 6-month-old boxer puppy got out of the house and escaped. The owner ran outside and started calling his name. The puppy went to go greet the child that was riding the bike. Immediately, the mother opened fire on the puppy. One bullet ricocheted and hit the son in the stomach. The boy was rushed to the hospital and is making a recovery now. And Bruno the dog is now safe in his home. A mother in Texas opened...
It's just disappointing how she tried to injure someone's dog, which made her to accidentally kill her son too. Parents need to be more careful. Poor boy's sad face. I know that she is regretting this for the rest of her life. If you made it to the end, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment cheesecake to confuse the others.